Web browser, yes. Blah 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 blah. Okay, how do I get out of this? I think this is how. Sadly, I don't have two monitors, so speaking to anyone in the chat's gonna be a pain in the ass. We're up to 10 subscribers now. Yay! Um uh bu- 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 what was I doing? I was getting this. Uh here at every no, there's only one R in everyone. Ta-da. Okay, put that down. 10 sub special when? Um, hello, Side. When is it happening? Good question. Don't know. I don't even know if it's gonna happen because I haven't even made a single video yet. Not a proper one at the very least. Uh, well, so apparently my parents know about this now. By that I mean they asked me about it. Now my mum subscribed to me, which is what put it over 10. Okay. Oh, I said I was going to show the the Crimish. Why have I still got this open? I should probably not have that. I have thought about trying to get some music to like play in the background, but I need to find some that I won't get like copyright strikes from, which is annoying. Are you ready? Three, two, one. Ta-da! Should be obvious what it's meant to be. It's a thank you to Brackenbad server, really, is what it is. Bunch of little references to people and things. I was going to pack in more, but I couldn't think of anything. So, um, yeah, I will send this into the art competition submission thing after the stream. And yeah, I don't know what to say now. Essentially. Thank you, Sid. It's very kind of you. I won't be able to respond to chat that easily due to not having my second monitor here with me at home. Give me a second, I'm adjusting where my chair is. Because I was called Pointy Rest because I don't have a name for what this guy is. But, Berserk reference, Gra. Honestly, I might change up my style of drawing to be more like this, at least in terms of scenery, because I do like how I've done it. It is very nice, if I might say so myself. Whoa, Throndix, hey, how are you doing? I am doing good. Um, Sidon is also doing good, apparently. Welcome to the stream. I was not expecting anyone but Sidon. Then again, a few of you guys did say that on Wednesday that you might turn up. Should have expected that. Oh well. I'll go back onto my arts, my Crimish submission thing. It's as I said earlier, it's a thank you to the Brackenbard server because you guys have helped me through a pretty dark point in my life and helped me to even start this, which is something I never thought I'd do, but I am doing, and it feels so weird. This guy is definitely going to turn up at some point, I would like to say. Like, I'm going to be revisiting this guy because I like it. I like it a lot. There are bits that I could have done better easily, but this was like a not even half-hour sketch, and I'd say I did pretty good for that. Uh, bu- 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 Hey, Lich King. Vince, whatever. Um, okay, let's close that. Let's close that. And let's get to the interesting bit, shall we? That one. Now, you see, so it's different every time. But I think I can do better than this, so we're going to go back to the drawing board with it. Um, I do like the pipes and stuff. Those I really like. I think the teeth, they're too goofy. I think I might go classic vampire sort of. Maybe supernatural, like the show. If anyone's watched that. Flashed by Aphrodite. Okay then, that's information. That it was better than the first, is that true? I have actually played the first Hades. It is pretty good. Okay, so do I make a new one? Yeah, let's make a new one. Um how to, because this is like a monstrosity kind of thing. Because this is like a monstrosity kind of thing. This thing should not exist. But it does, so I've been watching a lot of dark fantasy stuff recently. Like Dark Crystal, Legend from I think it was 1985, as well as Willow. All pretty good films. You guys should watch them if you're looking for dark fantasy and especially. The irony of a female character flashing you is not lost on me because yeah. Okay, so what do we think? Do we think like keep it a bit more human? So like keep it more like human shaped and like do a lesser vampire, figure out how that works? Or do we go full? This has gone. Okay, this for like a quick sketch is actually surprisingly human looking. I think the traps are a bit big, but you know, stylization. Could be wearing armor. That is the wrong thing. That is not what I want to click on. I want to click on that. Still by. I forget about that. I'm not gonna lie. Read the Wardstone Chronicles. They are so good. I haven't heard of those actually. What they're about? Give me like a plot summary, but preferably without spoilers. I am reading a very long series at the moment. I'm on book, I think 8 out of 10. I'm almost done with book 8. My dad got me on this series. Was part of the original inspiration for this world, but it's changed. The world's changed a lot since then. Full monster, we thinking like big chunky guy. Because the thing is, they're probably still gonna they're gonna remember how the magic system works. I have expanded upon it, and it does have some funny aspects. So, okay, so if you were here for the last one, you'll remember me talking about the wall blood, which is essentially like purified magic fuel. It is, it runs through the walls. Context being full chunky to fit the biggest engine. I'm not that good at engine design though. I've barely ventured into industrial design, dude. And this is like a heavy industrial design thing. But what was I saying? So that's what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Well, a teenage guy who learns to be a Monster Hunter type job. Monster Hunters are pretty cool. Anyway, well, it was, oh yeah, so that like concentrated magic stuff kind of diffuses into water sources and vegetation. By vegetation, it diffuses into animals, which diffuse into other animals. Um, and it effectively enters the bloodstream like microplastics, kind of. And that cool. You put a hot thing against something that will combust, it will combust, believe it or not, and the person will explode from the inside out. Which is kind of funny. I will admit that might be incredibly dark, but it's kind of funny. Hmm. Hmm. Is there a way I can like pin this to like be over it? No, because then I won't be able. God damn it. Anyway, so we want big monster. Okay. Let's get a sort of sketch going. Funny. I'm talking about some really dark stuff and saying it's funny. Because anyway, but like Blood Flame is a real thing in this Elden Ring reference. Yes, I know. Um, I I don't know what to do for the pose. Idea. Okay, so what I'm thinking is like kind of apish. So kind of hanging off or something. And it'll be like a branch or something. I do want I'm not gonna do like biggest engine because as I said, I'm not good enough at like industrial design yet. I've barely like scratched the surface of it. So thigh, I need to make his leg a bit bigger, I guess. Thigh, knee be about there. That's, it looks too long, but like not by too much. It just needs. Mm. But like something like this is what I'm currently thinking. Son of a bitch! Shut up! Give me a second. I did not realize that thing was on. Shush. There we go. Heated blanket on. This shit is cozy, but I am overheating, so goodbye. Anyway, let me check the chat really quick. I'm still so new to this. Heavy gorilla vibes, to be honest. That's kind of the idea. What software do I use? Yeah, Krita. I use Krita. What if Hear Me Out Orangutan? Oh, sorry, I just. What are you saying? Okay, thanks to? Because like, I have just spaced out and forgotten everything I just said over the past like 5 minutes. What's going on? I remember this. I do like the idea of like spindly fingers because they're creepy. I think this leg needs a bit of work. Just like on. Like that, maybe. Maybe this can like extend a bit further, like have some branches. Make it a bit thicker so it looks like he'll actually sustain his weight. Um, part of the world that I want is that it looks overgrown because overgrown. Oh, okay. Software question. Yeah, Krita. I got the idea to use this from Monster Garden. It was like the first like proper world building YouTube guy that I watched. That looks okay, I guess. Oh, wait, yeah, I don't have to keep this thing in human proportions. I can accentuate. Screw normal proportions. He's a bloody monster. I do like the idea of it. Like, their skull, like, they don't eat after a certain point. They just drink blood to keep the engine running because the engine will replace stuff, but that doesn't give the right nutrients, so they're probably spindly fingers are good for typing. I need them. I've got spindly fingers. I've got piano hands, is my thing, like Granddad said once. Or piano fingers, something like that. Can't play the piano. I know that. I'm bothered. Is really what I mean. Okay. I think basic sketch is looking decent. Let's just get like need to figure out the angle of the wall. That's what I need to figure out. Because is it just like a flat bit here, and then it'll like maybe extend off a bit, and like this is where it collides with, like over here is where it collides with the frame. So I've got like a bar off to the side, or maybe it's like a corner. You know what I mean? We need to populate this side of of it because I don't want it to just be like darkness. I mean, I could. See, what I do want to take the rule of thirds into account because, like, I mean, is he? He's more central. Maybe we take this and we shrink it a bit, make it, and make him more like in the top right corner, and he's like overlooking somewhere. What do we think to that? Never. For the Jan campaign, I realize I've never had a scene with Sidon in active combat, despite being the greatest combatant of all human history, a title that has a lot of merit. I will change that since I have a lot more free time now. You know what to do, Sidon? I approve. Fight scenes are cool. If you want to know how to write a fight scene, one series I suggest reading is the Wheel of Time series. Really good books. Long series, but really good books. I didn't like the ending. It felt kind of eh. It was kind of like the weak point of the series. I'm not gonna lie. The ending, like everything building up to it, was so good, and then the ending was just kind of eh. And I do mean like after the final fight type stuff. That's what I mean by the ending was kind of meh. Like after the climax and everything, it felt forced. What do we think should be like in this corner? Do we think it should just be like black? Should he have foot thumbs? Like go in all in on the ape look? I know that feeling of going, that's it. I'll put it on my list alongside Red Rising and a few 40k books. I am scared to even touch a 40k book because, well, they're just like so. There's so much lore, and I'm happy getting it through memes, honestly. Do we think maybe like some more vegetation? Some like trees or something? like sprouting out of the wall. I just realized that it is actually kind of possible for something like a swamp or a marsh to exist in the labyrinth. Infinite and horrified with the body horror of the next session I run. Hell yeah, body horror's cool as hell. On the list. Like it was already on the list, or guys, I need suggestions. It's the Trace and 40k book. I don't know. I don't want to leave this just black because it feels cheap. Like with the robot, probably gonna come back to that at some point. But with the robot, if you give it a second to load, with this one, I like how there's like pillars in the distance. Like it's got a background. It's an impression of a background, but you can tell what the scene is. Like, and I don't really want to cheap out doing the same thing twice in a row. I might if I get sick of it. But I do think I just accidentally pushed in the. Is this a shelf? I don't know what this thing is. Maybe I have like some like foreground stuff with like shrubbery, and such at like the foreground, and maybe some like vines. I'm just trying to populate the scene. That's what I'm trying to do. And I know it is good to have negative space, but it feels lazy. I don't know what I need suggestions. What do you guys think? With it's the Tourism 40k book, I am aware with Oricon Divine, or however you say the name. Could you have some sort of jungle or city, perhaps? I don't think I want to do a city. Simply because I don't want to. The vibes aren't right. Generic labyrinth rules. Plant overruns. Ooh, Throndix, I like it. Maybe like a big ass temple sort of thing in the distance. And I just remembered how light is like a scarcity in this setting. It is dark and oppressive because there's like hundreds of layers that just aren't at the surface where the sun is. And so a lot of the setting is going to just be in like pitch black, but maybe like a plant overrun city with like some lights in it. Ooh, okay, hear me out. Maybe like some kind of ruin close by with like a firelight in it. And that sounds kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to change the. I might have to like resize this to make it work, but I think I can make it work. I think I can make it work. No, let's get rid of that. Um, think I think I'm gonna have to make him even smaller. But if I have him like that, and then I have so if I like extend the wall, T, just move it a bit that way. Okay, that's good enough. But if I have like some kind of like tower maybe, so like some sort of this is very sketchy thing. The thing about the one I was doing like last week, I don't like it now at the very least. I think maybe cut off a corner of it or something. Have it like ruined, because ruins are just. Pardon that egregious noise, but like. I just like ruins. They're really cool. The vibes of ruins is just. It's just like. It's just right, you know? Maybe the tower's been like toppled or something. That could be cool. Pull up the chat again. And when Duck was brainstorming the settings name and how far it's come, and maybe yeah, that I've been thinking that for a bit. That it just the name don't Rotten Righteousness. I like the name. I just don't think it fits. Okay, I just get like that, and then the wall. So maybe like the stump of a tower, and there's like a fire here, and then maybe it's like that, and oh, do we think it should be heading towards the camera, like that, like that, maybe? Or do we think maybe side on? What side on? Side? I'll make that joke every time I say side on. Yeah, there's definitely gonna need to think of. That's why. Why do you think I've been like staying in live streams and not making a committed video yet? Is because I want to figure out the setting. Like, you should kill yourself now. So maybe like the wall goes like that. Let's just block it in. Oh, maybe. Do we think a tower of some kind? Some kind of like, um, battlement, maybe? I don't know. What I need ideas. I like the idea of ruins with like a campfire in it, and like the vampires hunting, but I'm not sure. Like, do we think maybe let's get rid of that? Do we think I want the fire to be like around there because that feels like so maybe it's got like some kind of like it the walls would definitely go up to the wall. Maybe it's like palisades almost, and maybe some of them are like formed over, which is where the firelight is coming from, and maybe it's got like a house sort of like a decrepit one, but a house. Let's make a gap there, maybe, and then the wall, and then just like darkness. Darkness. I think this is a pretty nice scene. See, this is way better than the last one. I do like making scenes. I just suck at backgrounds. um, that was very insensitive, Doug. You saying Science Labyrinth was very insensitive. I've put my heart and soul into this. I would say something vast and looming in the background, but that is work. With the fire being a small pinprick. Yeah. That's the idea, is like, I think maybe make him bigger, actually. Uh, um, maybe if I just like white. Huh? What? If I just like make him wide. Okay. Um, what do you think to this as a scene? Lovely. Poor internet connection. Love to see that, don't we? The main downside of being back home is the Wi-Fi is worse here. Lags for like a full minute. I'm not behind. No words were missed. I am concerned. Yeah, that's just my Wi-Fi here. It sucks. I'm in like a corner of the house, and I've got a Wi-Fi extender in my room. It just sucks ass. No ideas on scenes. Right, is Throndix still here? I think Throndix draws. Throndix, are you here and do you draw? I swear he drew. Or am I crazy? I might be crazy. I know Crow does, I know Bard does, obviously. Um, I know Helena does, I know Lorat does. Um, does Throntix draw? Am I just crazy? I might be crazy. He's making a channel banner thing. He draws. Yeah, he does draw. I'm not crazy. Is he here? Is Throntix? Are you out there? Give me a second. Yes, come on. I swear there's a participants tab. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Hey, Throndics. Opinions? More of a writer than an artist. Yes, I know. Internet keeps crashing. Love it. How dare you play games whilst watching my streams? I'm so offended. That's fine, man, don't worry. But like, what do we think on the scene? Is there something I can add? Something that's like wrong? I don't. It's very generalized, I know, but like, I do like it. Maybe instead of like palisades, I'll change it instead to like more of like a collapsed wall. So like, it's like that, and it like, because I mean, stonemasonry is a thing that people have. Because then I can make like boulders and stuff here, and it'll be cool. Because the firelight will catch it and stuff. And maybe this can be like a tower. Like, not a big one, but like a tower. Maybe make it a bit ruiny. And definitely overgrown. That's something that we always love to see. What do you think, palisades or ruiny? Like proper stone wall ruins? Um, I'd love to see if that makes sense, Lawway. Some kind of tree behind the camp thing. Yeah, there can be trees to echo the branches on. I mean, the intention of the branches on is that it's like poking out of the wall. You know, like the stereotypical in like films and stuff where a character like fall down a cliff and there'll just be a single branch just poking out of it. Like that. But I mean, vegetation off in the background might not be a bad idea. Just like generalize it. Actually, yeah, I think having some vegetation is probably a good idea because that like fills up the visual composition a bit more. Yes, I'm just saying words that make me sound fancy. Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I'm an artist. In favor of ruins. I do think ruins would be a pretty cool one. Yeah, I think I think we've got our visual composition set up quite nicely. Let's grab, where is my pen? So used to having to deal with two, what should I call it? Two screens, and it's just not. I keep sitting weirdly, and I can't sit still, and it upsets me sometimes. Um, just sketching at the moment. Okay, let's maybe not start with the hands. That's like a terrible idea. I don't know where to start. Ah! Line art is so annoying sometimes, but this is like I've got the shapes blocked in. This is like the sketch of what everything looks like. I think. Do we start on the background or do we start on the vampire in the foreground? What do we think we should start with? No, I'm gonna grab some water really quick. I'll be back. I have returned. Hopefully you didn't miss me too much. What? Yeah. Backgrounds. Start with the background. Is that? Having some water when you're dehydrated is so nice. Don't ask about the voices. They appear sometimes. I can't control them. You know, let's up the brush size by like 4 maybe, and just get a general feel for it. Something like that, maybe like that. Uh, just being a bit heavier handed than I normally might be. But, just this is just the early sketch phase. I don't have to overdo it. I need to remember that because I always get too invested in once I get into the sketch phase, and it's really not a good thing to do. It's just adding lines until it looks around what I want it to look like. Um, no, that doesn't look right. So, sitting in the corner of the bedroom, butting, Jimmy, can you hear the creatures call you? I'm not even listening to music, it's just in my head. Let's get like just. No, I suck at drawing fire for some reason. I generalize it a lot by just making it like a ball of light, and that's how I draw fire. So if I just like draw circles, just fire is just something I can't draw for some reason. Just like that. Oh, oops. What? Huh? Oh, son of a... I accidentally changed the color of it. How many people do we think should be around the fire? Two, three, four, one? Should start with the bits in front because well, they're in front. They do need to, like more. Not import, but like they're in front of it, and in front will obscure. What does it make? Am I making sense, or am I just sounding like a loony? Can't draw trees for some reason. Not right now, at the very least. My brain's very much in the. What is with the face side? Okay, sitting in the corner of the bedroom. It's just a matter of geometry. Do need to make sure that some of the rock looks like it's been like destroyed or collapsed, rather, and like the bouldery bits are necessary to make it look ruined, but they're not like the most important part, I guess. It's like, let me check this chat again. Four people. Bit of both. You make sense, but sound slightly crazy. But aren't we all like that? Kind of real. I know I am. We're all crazy here. Man, that sounded emo as hell. This is just a basic sketch. I don't need to go too into detail. Need to figure out how this looks. Because I'm guessing the camera's not going to see this bit as much. It's going to kind of like trail off down here, and then it's just going to be the silhouette of this with maybe some bits poking out. For some variety in the shape. Let's get this bit done, and then the wall will be about here-ish. Presumably, that is at a weird angle for the perspective. It shouldn't look like that. Should go more like that, and then down, except not that much. What are people saying? I'm not crazy, right? I'm sure everyone here is. I'm the most sane man ever. Mm, you are far from sane, that's for certain. Relative to the rest of us, I don't know. I can't really say. It's a hard thing to define. It's like concretely sanity. That is. Get rid of the sketch. Looking okay. And that's what I'm asking for. We're thinking 4 people, isn't it? So let's have one maybe like here. Let's get just the basic outline of them sorted. Man. Okay, I'm gonna need to think of like what they're wearing and stuff. Okay, let's just draw like that general head shapes and let's give this one like a bun or something. Some funky ass hair. Maybe not. Let's just get like general head shapes going. Okay, that's actually that's actually fairly decent. What? I can't draw people. What is this? Some kind of scam? What? What am I even saying? Sort of. But like, I can't get past that, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna keep, yeah, up to that, I guess. I'm just gonna leave it because, brains say no, can't draw that today. The most sane sounds plausible, but definitely, most sane ever, definitely not. No, easily not. That is some, like, let's just get, like, the bottom line of it done to figure out. This perspective's fucking with me. No. Maybe I should leave it like that. This bit's off. That's what's wrong. This bit here, it's off. Doesn't look right. At least compared to this. Because it looks like it should be going like... Oh. Looks like it should be going like that. And it just goes too high. So maybe I get rid of this bit. What? Oh, wrong rubber. Wrong rubber tool. Figure out how it went when it wasn't um like broken east. I don't know what the word I'm thinking of is. So I'm thinking like that. Just keep the same sort of angle going. Sorry if I'm not talking enough or something. I'm kind of locked in right now. Da, 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 da. I don't have any music going and it's upsetting me. But I know I'll get distracted if I listen to music and it's upsetting me that it's effectively just a lose-lose situation. You're back. You're back, are you? I'm going insane over perspective with this wall. Ooh. I think there should be some rubble there. Like the overhang of the son of a no, stay. Stay as you are told. I don't even know at this point. I'm just drawing. It's just what I'm doing. Just trying to figure out what I'm looking at. And trying to translate it from my head. Is it going great? Depends on your definition of great, I guess. No, come on. Who could be more sane than you, Sigmast? I don't know. Don't talk to him a lot. Possibly. I just know you're not the most sane man ever. That's, like, easily, you write books on a sci-fi setting that will drain your sanity. Just, like, as a natural part of it. I mean, you're a world builder. World building people are not the most medically correct in the head, shall we say. I've got some chocolate. Oh yeah, definitely the bird. You guys aren't wrong. Kids are definitely a huge commitment, but it isn't like enough to make someone insane. Just sleep deprived, really. You're just jealous other people are saying it would be him over you, aren't you, Sidon? I can see into your mind. logically insane. At least you're still conscious enough to know it. That's something incapable of being jealous. Um, and that's a lie, just straight up. Everyone's capable of jealousy. It's like a defining human emotion. It's what makes us what we are. Get that line going. Everyone's jealous of someone for something or other. Might be writing, might be artistic skill, could be athletics, whatever. Could be confidence. That's something that I know I lack. People tell me that I'm a decent artist, and I just don't believe them, essentially. Just get that also figured out. I know what I want him doing. Maybe like sitting by the fire. Good enough. You said four people, but I can't figure out what I want said four people to be doing. So I might chicken out and just do one or two. Just check on what you guys are saying. I'm a special exception, Duck. Without jealousy, we probably wouldn't be chasing perfection as much as we do, therefore would be way less advanced in all domains. I am greater than any other person to live in all of history. They should be talking about how they got stuck in Sidon. This is not Sidon's labyrinth. You're Sidon. Your stuff is Sidon. I'm me. My stuff is separate. It is superior. No, probably not. Your writing is like insane at times. I do start this as like some kind of like I don't know comic like graphic novel series or something. I'm definitely gonna ask you to read some like plots and stuff. Hmm. Shedding some like wooden boards or something up here, like maybe like maybe like have a ladder. You know, what? I need to zoom out and check progress. That's what I need to do. Actually, isn't looking half bad, I'd say. Definitely treasure that compliment. You're welcome. I can't even remember what I said. Uh, Just get the shapes of it. That's what I need to do. I need to focus on just generalizing shapes. I do a lot. I almost just deleted all that progress. That could have been awful. Mm. Vegetation. Am I right? Yeah, I can't draw. My brain's just not in like vegetation mode right now. Where's my? You kind of amaze me with how quick you draw this kind of thing. What do you mean, how quick I draw this kind of thing? I'm barely started with where I am. Do you mean like how fast I got like the idea into a solid shape or something? What do you mean? I'm confused. I'm not saying I couldn't draw this, but it will always take me like 2 hours. What, to get to the point where I am right now, or what? I'm confused. Or do you mean like the finished product? Because the finished product is easily going to take more than 2 hours. With how ambitious this one's looking to be. Sometimes my own humor amuses me. It's like the Jeremy Clarkson quote. And like, honestly, kind of sadder. Dun, dun, dun. I do appreciate everyone turning up. It's nice to have like a few people every so often to just turn up. It's appreciated that you guys take your time out of your day to just sit here and watch me be a dumbass. You already have the general borders of your objects. Other ends, I'd have spent half an hour drawing and redrawing since I can't take a decision. You see, the way I do that is I've been a perfectionist for so long. It's just the sketch phase. I'm not doing color. This isn't even like the final line art or anything. The pathetic vision while just walking back from an exam. I wasn't even meant to leave the uni that day. I was too adrenaline-y to like concentrate, so I just went back to my flat. God, I hate some of my flatmates. They suck. One of them brought in mussels, like the seafood, and just kept it in one of the fridges for like 2 weeks, and it stunk. It was awful. This is why I'm moving into a little house thing next year. I mean, I'm not even certain I'm staying at doing a uni thing. I'm not an academic, so what was I saying? I've completely forgotten. Not me remembering. Did like 4 or 5 streams on a scene that isn't even canon anymore. It was before I was it was when I was finding the identity of this project. But now I think with like the labyrinth idea, because let's be real, labyrinths are just cool. Why do you think they've been in media since like the Greeks? They're just cool. like a big ass maze with like little to no possibility of escape. Yes, please. Thank you. When I said earlier that if I do like a comic or something, that is the plan with this. The plan is to make a world at least enough and then start on some kind of graphic novel or something with like a plot and characters and stuff. But right now, I don't have enough of an idea. Suck. They suck. Sorry, what did you say about you being a perfectionist? I missed the whole sentence because of my stupid Wi-Fi. I was a perfectionist so much for so long that I gave up, and I've like I had a eureka moment, I guess. Well, no, I've had this eureka moment like twice. Where one sec, did I save that? Did I? I don't think I did. Bugger. Essentially, at least when I'm like just sketching like this, it's don't aim for it to be good. Aim for it to be good enough that you can tell what it is. Like the whole being able to tell what it is. That's the important bit. If they know what they're looking at, they're not gonna dislike it, essentially. You've just got to communicate, like visually, what it is that like they're seeing. And by they, I mean like anyone like watching or looking at it. Just randomly remembered the fact that I'm friends with a bunch of furries. Not even like the suspiciously rich ones. Aren't I, Vince? Because you're one of them. I need to prep for the Call of Cthulhu thing on Saturday. I haven't done any. I have the basic, as ever, I have like a basic idea, and that's the extent of what I've got. Teehee. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Def, try to apply that. Yeah, no, just when you're sketching, it's just remember you're sketching. You're not doing the line art like this. This isn't the line art. This is generalization to an extreme, really. Because like you can tell this is a fire because it's got like a pyramid base and then it's spiky essentially. But if I go to something that's a bit more finished, like say the Crimus scene that has a fire in it, I'm fairly certain. You can see that the fire is actually just if I like find the correct layer. Oh wait, yeah, it is actually just a part of the background colors. Oh yeah, I did give Riffy over here some hands and stuff. But that's at the wrong angle. The main thing I care about when I'm doing this is because it's like an important phase as it's like the sketch. Um, it's that like what's important is that I'm uh what was I saying? I can't remember. Not in the country. Oh, okay, maybe I won't be doing that on Saturday. Aren't you going on a cruise? Like one that you didn't want to go on? Started my project's swinging world building be damned with the crappiest first unfinished draft you've ever seen. Keep it as a monument to my failure. Now I have 200 pages in one chapter. How things have changed. I mean, yeah, don't be afraid to fail. That's what everyone says, and it is so over. Like everyone says it, and it's so overdone, but it is true. Just like I've messed up so many times just doing this, and this isn't even the lineup. I've got I've probably got at least one more stage than most people do, that being what I do with the, like, really big blocks. Like, I don't think most people do that, but I like doing it because it gives me, like, if I can get just... I've completely dissociated in those few seconds of silence. Yeah. You guys, any of you guys watch the Mighty Nine series on Amazon that's, like, here? That's, like, new? Uh, yeah, I'm going on a cruise. I was on a cruise once. I still don't want to. Terrified of failure, which is why my first draft is not done. Because of time zones, it's actually quite late right now, and I have to sleep, so I'll have to leave you guys alone. Spend a good rest of the evening, and see you either Wednesday of the part stream or here. Your absence and reasons absence has been recorded. You like saying that, don't you, Sad? Well, one thing I didn't used to do that I do now is actually using layers. Oh god, it is such a game changer. Ooh, ooh, chocolate. How could you tell, Duck? I don't know, just a guess. Let's get some of that overgrown feel, shall we? It's very simple. I'm just blocking in how vines like ivy and stuff might grow. Just, as ever, get the shape right, and people will be able to tell. With plants, it is really just about keeping everything sort of like very few sharp edges, not too much that's like uh, overly like I don't know what the word I'm thinking of is bugger. Because natural stuff doesn't grow at sharp angles, or if it does, it's very rare, or it's been like forced to, or it's just the type of plant. There's a lot of reasons it could, essentially. Might get some music up. Do you guys want me to start some music? See if I can find some like royalty-free music or something, like chill vibes. Um, it is Boxing Day next week, so I'll probably take the week off. Let me. Does Spotify have any like a royalty-free? Okay, well, I'm gonna trust this um and hope that it's not lying to me. I'm in pain. Music would be nice. Lo-fi or something. You don't get break stuck. You breathe so you can offer me entertainment. At least I have a reason to live now, I guess? there's no rest for those in the entertainment industry. You're not wrong, but like, it's the day after Christmas, man. I know I definitely have plans for the 28th, but that's like 2 days after. Okay, yeah, good enough. Okay, give me a second because I have to use my funny streaming thing and do a bunch of crap. Um, audio output capture, add source, Spotify. I get shits all corrected to shots. I really don't swear enough. No, no, that's a lie. I do swear a lot when I type. Um, that one, I guess. Let's see if this works. Actually, if I just did that and can you hear that? Is it working? Maybe I'll turn it right in the background. I hear it in 140p. I don't. That sounds rough. Is that like a good volume? Like, is it good volume? I could probably find rain sounds if you prefer that. Still too loud? Okay. Just chill, no worries. About that. Maybe that good? Or are we wanting a bit less quieter? Like a touch quieter, like that? Came for your voice, not music. Thank you. People do seem to like my voice a strange amount. How about this? Is this good? I'll make sure to include it next. Perfect. Nice. I'll make sure to include it like in future ones, just so that it's not just me like muttering like a schizophrenic man, because I know that is a commonality for me. I do that a lot. Okay. Um. Yeah, let's get some more viney type stuff. Just like oh yeah, I should do that as well. I need to make the thicker vine bits like also there as well, because there will be thicker bits and thinner bits. And they should overlap as well. Like that's something that they do a lot that I don't think people do enough when they're drawing like ivy and such. Is it's a plant. It's natural. It will just overlap itself. And I think people don't do that enough, essentially. See, with this like world, I want it to be like a weird mix of dark fantasy and chill. Like like hmm. Like I want it to be eerie, but like a I need to get the balance of like chill and eerie at the same time, if that makes sense. Hopefully the playlist isn't like lying and this is actually like not royalty-free music. I would probably... I don't know what I'd do, but I wouldn't be happy, that's for certain. Yeah, I do like just having a bit of background noise that you guys can also listen to. I think it's nice to have. Who knows, maybe I've accidentally found the exact same like playlist that the Bard uses. Now that would be funny. Ooh. As you the rot is parts of my right now my muscles are incredible agony and it feels like they're rotting. I have a deeper understanding of my own lore now. I know how it feels. Every time I flex a muscle in my body, it hurts so much. Moving hurts, sitting hurts, bending over hurts, hair. Everything hurts so much. That sucks, man. Okay, no, this was just taking a bit to kick in. Know how it was copyrighted till 3 years later when your channel is doing well and they sue you for 500k. You've got a point, it's a problem for future me. Man, future me takes care of everything. I love that guy. Past me sucks though. He's an asshole. I just realized there won't be much sunlight actually, so a lot of vegetation would actually probably be dead. But that doesn't look cool. So I'm gonna say that these things, oh, that's actually a good idea. I'm gonna say that, like, so green is still going to be a prevalent color, just not in the way you might expect. I'm putting in a lot of time for the vegetation because it's an overgrown scene and also it just looks cool. No. Same music as the Bard by the Sound of Things. Sawyer Lee just posted I want a live reaction video. Is it a bad thing if I ask who that is? Isn't that guy that you posted in the recommendations on the Bard channel? Am I crazy? Yeah, you did. Wait, no, I think I've seen this guy before. Yeah, 2 minutes ago. Ichneumon Dragon Slaying Mammals. That video title does go hard. Not gonna lie. me just stretch real quick. Oh. You ever just stretch and it feels so nice? You know what, let me get some, like, mood going on in my room real quick. Let me turn on my lamp. And turn off the big light, because the big light is, like, pressuring me. You ever get that, where the big light's just too much? It is? What, with the big light? What? What is? Zoom in on real quick to make my life a little bit easier. You ever played, what's it, Devil May Cry? Do you have any shorts you want to see? Shorts on what? Come on, shorts on what? Like your setting on YouTube? 'Cause you do have a YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken. I want to get consistency with my writing. I haven't been able to. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Plants eat wall blood. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, that's how they'd survive, because photosynthesis wouldn't work in the dark. Short stories, and I just don't use it. Oh yeah. I mean, that one with the purple stuff, pretty nice. I did like that one. I think you should do that one. I just realized what you meant by I want a live reaction video. You want me to make a reaction video to Sawyer Lee? Is that what you were saying? I mean, well, I don't particularly know what, like, the magic stuff is, but then again, it's, like, intended to be a non-existing fuel source. So I could say that it actually contains, like, nutrients required for life, because it does, like, seep into a lot of stuff. Could be, like, a byproduct of, like, a really, really big, like, bioreactor, which would be kind of cool. That might be too sci-fi. First boss killed. You do know most of my shorts involve the purple stuff. Didn't know that. First boss killed. Yes, as a joke, I would want to see the reaction video 12 attempts. Diff the Bard's music. Are you saying this, like, the random playlist that I picked out is better than the Bard's? Because I swear the Bard has, like, one song he keeps on repeat. Which, honestly, I can respect because it's a safe option. Yippee, I just dripped water onto myself. No, that's phrasing it wrong. The lid on my water bottle, I took it off and water was on it apparently. Oh, what do you mean this is the Bards playlist? Do you think I've found like the exact same playlist on accident? That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of that would be really funny if I did. Well, I meant something a little more specific than just do that again, because I don't want to make the same short story twice. Oh, wait, I thought you meant, like, posting short... You recognize this. What was I saying? I think if you're making a new short story, you should, you know that diplomat guy at the end of the one I was talking about earlier with the purple stuff? You should, yeah, you should, like, do a little short story based off of something he does. Don't ask me what, but like something. He could be like visiting an like a emergent species or something. That could be pretty cool. Notifications. Oh well. Frames dropped over the last 2 minutes an hour ago. One of the songs he loops. I mean, yeah, no, I think this might actually be. I mean, it is just like the first thing that comes up when you search, like... What did I search? I don't even remember. Ooh. I think I just, like, searched royalty-free chill music. Where, effectively, it'll just, like, make people just, like, randomly leave their, like, towns and houses and stuff. Interesting. Did just send it to you. Did just send it to you. Also certainly no alien. Also certainly no aliens in my setting. Then make aliens! You're writing a sci-fi setting. You can't have sci-fi without aliens. They're too cool. Oh wait, is the short you sent me? Sorry, I haven't done it. Like sent anything about it. Wait. Oh wait, so that's the same guy. I don't think he was named in the original one that he turned up in. How long have I been going for? Almost 2 hours. We'll make it 2 hours and then I'll stop. Because I do need to go to sleep at some point. Also, aliens don't fit with the vision I had. Damn. Connor's name was not mentioned in his superior introduction. His name is Connor Moscow. Does he have a Russian accent? I think it'd be kind of funny if he had a Russian accent. Randomly remember this one random Star Wars: The Clone Wars game that was like, I can't remember too much about it, but I remember you went around collecting like the holocrons, whatever they're called, the blue squares, as a clone trooper, and you fought droids, and it was kind of hard when I was a kid, and then I came back to it, and it was still kind of hard, but like manageable difficulty, I guess. It was a fun game, as far as I remember. You could get like a jetpack and stuff. It's pretty sick. Sounds like really. And don't do it to an extreme that sounds like really. And don't do it to an extreme that sounds racist, essentially. Should probably add some more like people to the scene, shouldn't I? So it's just not one guy in a campfire. No, I'm gonna make... I want to have the people here have a bit more character to them. So this guy, I think, is just gonna be stereotypical sort of like knight dude. So let's get a bit of like character-y designing, shall we? Why not, I say. It's kind of Terraria-esque music, ain't it? Bucket head, bucket helmet, because why the hell not? Except I do like having pointy bits on the armor, it's always cool. Jackson A helm, maybe. Maybe just have it be a bit rounded, sort of bucket helm. Going good. Throndick's still number 2 in the stream and I'm number 3. You were here first and he's beating you? What? And you're here more consistently. I don't know how this stuff works. Campfire, good to hear. Comfort vibes. Yeah, I've got music this time as well. Oh yeah, the art submission. The number 1 currently is actually my friend Vince or Lich King. Let's show Riffy the arts thing. Give me 2 seconds. Ta-da! It's a little thank you thing for the Brackenbard server because, well, I wouldn't be doing this without any of you guys, and actually your person on your profile didn't really know what to do for you, but I did want to include you, so I did the funny like 2 white eyes sort of thing. If you check the window out, there's Crow and Sidon fighting over the crown as ever. Yeah, no, in the I'm actually kind of proud in this, like over here. So let me tab onto this real quick. Like I've got little paintings of where I just took in some people's profile pictures, and I made this little painting over here. Let's see. Yeah, well, yeah, previously stated, there's you, Riffy, there's Sidon, Crow, Astrum Drake, Helena, myself, the Bard, of course, Fallen Oberlas. Didn't really know what to do for him, and then I had the idea to take the username a bit more literally. Hence why he's falling. There's Sigma Mask, there's the man in the red cape, a bunch of presents. I think that's everyone, but I think it turned out pretty good. Oh yeah, there's also Lorat on the mantelpiece. And the frog. Can't forget the frog. The little frog statue that seems to be everywhere in all of the Bard's work. Who's that? A frog? What do you mean, who's that, a frog? Wait, huh? Who are you talking about? Who's the frog? There isn't... Oh, the only frog that there is this little guy here. Unless you're talking about this, that's meant to be Fallen Oberlas. I kind of designed him after a gecko. Because, I don't know, he's got a dragon on his thing, but I wanted to keep this a bit, like, more in line with the acceleration. So I didn't want to have, like, a dragon or anything, which is why Astrum Drake's like a bearded dragon. Because I thought of his first, and Fallen Oberlas got the short end of the straw, and just generic lizard-looking guy. Yeah, no, I knew you'd like the pre-tech arm. The little trident on the bracer is meant to be, like, to make sure people know that it's meant to be you, Sidon, and the pre-tech arm is a little nod to the fact that your setting's kind of sci-fi-y. I'm actually kind of happy with how much, like, the me character went in. I didn't really put the one I put the most time into was easily the Bard. It was the first one I did, but I think he turned out decently well. I did hide the chair that he's meant to be standing on behind Sigma Mask and the man in the red cape. But I think, like, it's all relatively, like, simplistic. Like, the main thing that carries it, I'm not gonna lie, is the shading. Because if I remove that, it looks so flat, but then with it, Shading just brings something from like a 5 to a 7, like easily. Do I think I'm gonna win the thing? I doubt it. Will be unpack things. um. Yeah, I knew it was silverish white. Like, what? It's in your profile picture, man. What the presents are? Don't know. I don't know. I just drew presents because I thought it'd be nice to have them. Oh yeah, I do. I just remembered a little funny detail. The tree doesn't have a star because it's in fallen Omelas's hand, which is why he's falling. Because he was trying to put it up. Oh yeah, there's Maya Sotis, whatever their username was, the one for I think it's Forget Me Nots. I tried to add those like here because I remembered that little tangent that they went on. I am kind of happy with how the fire came out. It's really simple, but I like it. I think I should get rid of the lines here, like behind the fire, because I think it removes from it. Let me just do that real quick. Find the line layer. I have so many layers in this, it's insane. I don't usually have that many. That layer. Let me just quickly... It's like the... Let me just... Yeah, that works a bit better. Anyway, let me save that real quick. Yeah, that's what I was working on for a while. That's a stock image I found online. I got no digital art. Maya Sotis is Forget Me Nots. Yeah. That's why you asked me to be which. Yeah, that's why I asked you. I thought that would have given it away like so fast. Oh god, it's 10:30. Oh, you still here, Riffy? Trying to figure out what this guy should look like. I think you should have a cloak because why? Because cloaks are cool. I like having like cloth. Like that's something that I feel gives a very dark fantasy vibe. Is when there's a lot of like cloth on characters. I think it looks just makes it look that bit better, you know. Just get a bit better of. Oh, whoops! I forgot that I made the rub eraser bloody massive. We've also got music now. I think I said that already. But, eh. Just a bit emotional. Server is too good to be real. You guys give so much inspiration to post my own project. I promised myself to definitely post it before the new year. I mean, yeah, the entire reason this channel exists is because of you guys, and I don't know, I just wanted to say thank you for, like, the support and everything, and because almost everyone who, like, turns up to live streams and stuff is in that, Discord, I thought, and I just saw the opportunity and took it, essentially. Let's give him some sort of pauldrons, I think, because pauldrons are cool. Post at least some. Well, as I found out, like, through doing it, just circle brush, because as it turns out, the problem I've always had with it is the brush was too big, and then I remembered, oh wait, I can just make the brush smaller. Really dumb thing to do, I know, but like I did for that competition between me and Astrum Drake. What do you mean? Really, when it comes to the art competition, like, winning would be nice, yes. Why wouldn't I want to win? But as I said, that was mostly just a thank you to everyone on that server. I did a short fable technically set within my universe to represent the struggle for the crown. Nice. It is always funny seeing you and Crow, like, just swapping between you two is always really entertaining to watch. Just block that in. Maybe. I think I'll leave it. Ah. Sorry, you finally get number one. As I was meant to be, it's the victory, a victory I have been fighting months for. And it might just be because Crow's not here. It's a shame that the bird didn't turn up today, because I did kind of want him to turn up just so I can show him the little thing and have it be like a nice reveal for him. But oh well. What can I do? Except say you're welcome. I am going to jump off a bridge. I'm not actually. YouTube, no, I don't mean it. I've been added on Discord. Who dares at me? Just quickly type out. Season. Oh. I remember when I first came to the Bracken Birds live stream. His was the first I ever watched from start to finish. I had done my first lore dump of one of my time, of my at the time 40 sections of the lore. The entire stream was filled up. It was a nice moment, and I got invited to the newly opened Discord to share my project. It was a nice moment. I do still find it kind of funny how, like, the way that I got like into watching the bird stuff was because of the like when Monster Garden sent his like thing. that little announcement he sent, because without that I probably wouldn't be here. Here isn't like doing this, I mean. How do we think the night guy is looking? To this day, the bard never finished my project. It was also the bard's first stream. Oh damn. How long ago was that? I think I'm gonna do a little witch hat person. Why? Because wide brim hats are funny, and I like them. That's why. Also, large robes are like really easy to draw. You just gotta know how to do fabric. See, when I say, like, with my setting, like elves and dwarves and stuff, those are just filler names. Let's have them do a bit of, like... Don't know, what kind of magic should he be doing? Just like... Ha! No. I think just... They're not meant to be the main focus, I know, but like, I like adding little details and stuff. Like little references every so often to other series and stuff that have inspired me. I had finished all the videos the night before and was intrigued enough to watch my first stream, unlike you, that was from the days before the goings got tougher, not during them. Yeah, we fake fans, I suppose. I mean, it's not really... I hate people saying fake fans are a thing. Like... I mean, yeah, there's people that get on because of, like, hype and stuff, but, like, that's how anything gets big. And, yeah, people being there at the start, like, yeah, that's impressive. The fact that you were there, like, at the first live stream and stuff. But it doesn't make anyone else. You can try to reach my level. God damn, Sidon. Egotistical. Let's move him a bit. Let's have him be like... Where should he be? I think he should be like there. Very simple placement. I'm gonna like round off this guy's helmet a bit, just because it'll look nicer. So I was referring to outside the server and personal life. There are no fake fans as long as you like the content about posts, you're a fan. If you're in the Discord, you're a super fan in the top 50. No gatekeeping by the time you joined. Something outside your control. I was joking. I mean, like, from restarting, essentially. This is a decent bit of progress, I'd say. And it has been nice to have, like, some more people drop by than usual. Because it really is usually just Sidon. Dude's been at day one. I just think it's looking a bit empty, so I'm just adding some, like, fractured stone slabs and stuff. I'm already dividing thing into fans and super fans. That bad. Maybe? I don't know. Well, there is a foreground. Yeah, no, this is just the background. And this isn't even, like, the focus of the piece. Yeah, as Sidon says, this scene is intended to have the focus be this guy here, because he's a vampire. He's a vampire. Ah. I am such a weirdo sometimes. But the way vampires in this setting works is, so they do the typical vampire thing. They like consume blood, but the blood, they're not undead. Not really. They are people with cybernetic organs and have a engine that uses blood as fuel. Yes, that's an Ultra Kill reference. Which then seeps into water sources and plants and then animals and then other animals that are eating animals. And so essentially people who live like in the deep parts of the labyrinth fuel, and the time where someone will finish the dock one day soon. Don't count on me. I will give you as much advice. But oh well, it's a vampire. And I have feedback for days. Yeah, no, I don't have the patience to, essentially. I would. I think I'd probably enjoy it. I'm just lazy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this has the kind of a funny byproduct where blood is combustible, so if someone is like actively bleeding, and they like get set on fire somehow, they just implode. Well, not implode, explode. Which is horrifying, but kind of funny. Is... Like, I understand that what I've just said about, like, people will literally explode. Yes, that's dark. But I can't help but find it funny. Just throw blood and light it somehow. And that's simply how it works. And I think that's a pretty metal way of doing, like, fire magic. I do think I should have some way of limiting it. Like, some people have, like, some sort of something or other that causes them to, like, have a higher percentage in, which will cause the explosion to be bigger. And that might cause vampires to target mages more, which I think is a pretty interesting. Love people explosions. I just think it's a cool idea. I think I'm probably gonna stop with this for today, like this art piece, because I'm getting sidetracked a lot, and it's almost 11 o'clock at night where I am. So, yeah, but I'd say, like, if I get rid of the... Like, this is a decent bit of progress. Like, this is still just the sketch phase, but I like it. I like how it's going. Like, you can tell what stuff is. Oh, and also got the music's, like, started adding music, which should make, it a bit easier. And by that I mean, you don't have to just, I don't have to be talking constantly for there to be any sort of audio stimulation, and and everyone will actually just be able to, like, have, like, like with the, there's just background noise. What is stuck in my thing? It's just not closing properly. Okay, it started doing it now. Okay, yeah. So, thank you, Sidon, Lich, Riffy, and Throndix when they were here. Thank you all for turning up. It means a lot. I'll be putting the art competition submission in like a couple minutes or something after the stream's ended. Because I do want to put like a little paragraph with it saying how I appreciate it and stuff, like the Discord and stuff. If any random people who are just surfing through YouTube looking for stuff find this and you watch it this far in, thank you. It means a lot. And I guess I should end it before I keep rambling a lot. And thank you, Riffy, for saying the music's good. It is just like the second playlist I found when I just searched royalty-free chill music or something like that on Spotify. And apparently it's got a few of the same songs that the Bard uses, which is pretty cool. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling and end this because, yeah, it is almost 11 o'clock at night and I do need to wind down for bed and such, and I should probably stop talking so much because I will probably wake up my family. But, yeah, thank you everyone for turning up and watching. I will see you guys probably next week. Some of you will see on Wednesday at the Bard stream.